How to create and sell coloring books. In 3 easy steps, I will show you how to create and sell coloring books like this one here and generate similar amount of money like those books here. Plus, I will show you how to organically boost sales of your coloring books. Just stay with me. Welcome everyone, my name is AGNES and in today's video I will show you how to create and sell coloring books. Before we dive into the secrets of how to create and sell coloring books, please smash that button so other people can find this video in the future and subscribe for more videos as I have new videos with new business ideas and side hustles coming up every single week. So let's get started. Coloring books is one of the best type of books to create in the last couple of years. Coloring books belong to low content books, which are not that hard to create. Although they are not the easiest one to create, they are not too hard to create either. Of course, you must spend couple of maybe hours to create a good coloring book so it can get good rankings and your customers will like it, but it definitely will generate you a very good income in the future. I know what you may think. Agnes, how can I create coloring books? I am not a graphic designer. I don't have any drawing skills, so how am I supposed to do it? Don't be discouraged, it's easier than you think. You can easily do it in a free software it's called Canva. Canva.com is a perfect tool software where you can create all your designs in a quick and easy way. So when you find out what size of coloring book you want to create, then you just easily type in the size of your book in those blank fields and press create the button. It's that easy to start with the pages. You probably may think, Agnes, okay, it's a brilliant idea to create coloring books and sell them online, but I am not a graphic designer and I don't have any designing skills and I can't even draw nice. So how am I supposed to create and sell coloring books? And I can assure you it's easier than you think. Everything is possible, to be honest, and the fact that it is a type of a passive income should even encourage you more to create and discover different ways of creating coloring books and selling them and promoting them online. Because to be honest, when you create a book, you upload that book on Amazon and that's it. You don't worry about all the rest, about customer service, about returns, about fulfillment, about stock. Amazon does everything for you. They market the book for you, they print the book for you, ship the book for you, deal with refunds or any customer issues, and basically you don't have to employ anyone or print those books and worry about inventory and storage and returns and shipping. Everything is done for you. The hardest thing is to create that book, and as I said, it's easier than you think to create and sell those coloring books. I can show you 3 easy steps to create and sell coloring books, so stay with me. But before we dive into, please smash that button for others to find that video easier on YouTube. To get started creating your coloring books, you need some images, first of all, and some software to create your images. So for images, I definitely recommend going to Creative Fabrica, where you find a lot of images that are great to use. If you click the link in the description, you will be able to receive that offer. This is my affiliate link. You will definitely be able to get 1 month for just $1 and try out different ways of images, of implementing those images, downloading and recreating them and implementing to your designs. So Creative Fabrica is my #1 source of images for creating and selling coloring books. So after I find the images on Creative Fabrica, I download them, and they normally are let's say in color. But before I download images from Creative Fabrica, I always make sure that the license that is just beside that image allows me to use that image for my purposes, because it's the worst if it happens that your account is blocked by Amazon because of content duplication or some copyright infringements. We want to avoid any situation like this, so make sure you read your licenses carefully before you use any image for your designs. But of course, you can go and try some free sources for images, but I wouldn't be so eager to use any free images, because it may happen that at some stage you will fall into some kind of issues with copyrights, and the copyright owner may have some issues that the images were used because the license changed and stuff like that. Here you pay for being able to use images, and basically you can use the images. You can use images for your coloring books if the license allows you to do it. So after downloading images from Creative Fabrica, I usually go with some kind of software, and if there is a ready image that I can really use, that is white and black, I go to very free software, that is Canva. Canva is a brilliant software for anyone who has or doesn't have any graphic designer experience. I had absolutely no graphic experience when I started with Canva. It took me a couple of weeks to get used to and learn how to use it. Basically, it's very easy software to follow and to use. The books can be created in literally a couple of seconds, because the software is very straightforward and itself has loads of images that you can use straight away over there. However, not all images and better images are allowed on a free account. To be honest, there's more and more images only available for pro account. That's why I don't maybe necessarily recommend straight away for someone who is just starting. But if you decide to go ahead and make your future with KDP books and as a graphic designer, Canva Pro account is definitely must have. And that's why for you, thanks to my affiliate link in the description, you will be able to get the full month of Pro account for free. I can assure you that in a month's time you will know if you need that Pro account or you don't. But if you're serious about your KDP publishing future, Canva will be your #1 tool that you're gonna use every single day. So go ahead, try that Pro account for the full month for free, and you will see yourself. The link is in the description. For more complicated images that require some further development, let's say when I download images that are in color and I need to get rid of the color, I go to Photoshop. I know it would be better to use Illustrator, however I'm not so good yet in Adobe Illustrator. That's why I go to Photoshop and basically change the images into black and white images. I know probably it's the harder way than using Adobe Illustrator, however that's the way I do at the moment. I hope in the future I will get myself over it and start using Adobe Illustrator as well, but for the time being I still stick to my software, that is Photoshop. So after I create my images either in Canva or in Adobe Photoshop, I go again to Canva and try to put them together. But of course, before, what I should really tell you about in the first place, before we start even searching for any images, we must first find out which type of book we're gonna create, what is the most important thing and what we should do as the first thing. So that should be the step number one. Go and find out what is the most profitable niche, the best niche to start, which still has low competition and it would be quite easy to mark up for. There are usually two ways that I start searching for the type of the book I'm gonna create. First one is of course Amazon. For that purpose I use a free Chrome plugin that is called, and that's the name of the plugin. It's free to use, free to install. You basically get your results and see what people are looking for. So because it's nearly Halloween season, so I thought about creating maybe Halloween coloring book, and I type in a Halloween coloring book in the search bar, and that's all the results that I found. I would assume that probably a lot of those keywords are very competitive. That means that their market is very saturated for that particular keyword. However, what I found intriguing, and probably it is a good choice, is Halloween coloring book with a black background. And what I can see here, there is only 557 results, which makes our search much better than over 10,000 results. So definitely Halloween coloring book with black background is something that I would like to create, and you should definitely try to create that type of coloring book with, let's say, black background and some coloring images all about it. So that's how they look like, and from this what I see, they are mostly books for adults and kids, but most of them is refers to adults. To be honest, before I start creating my book, I also go to my other tool that I use every single time I do my research, which is a Bookbot. This is a paid software, however it's very affordable. Literally it costs less than $10 a month. However, with my affiliate link that is in the description, you will be able to get it far cheaper, or even you can get your free pro account for the full month if you use my affiliate link. If you want to use Canva, I would say Bookbot is equally important as Canva, because constantly, simultaneously, you will be going up and down from Canva to Bookbot, because in Bookbot you can create as well your book cover and your interiors. What's even more, there is already a lot of interiors that are ready to use for you. However, when you create a book, what I normally do, I create, let's say, my book in a Canva, and then I go to Bookbot and upload that cover to Bookbot, because over there I know that the measurements in Bookbot are definitely correct, and I will not have to correct the cover or even the interiors, because sometimes if your interiors or book cover is of wrong size, Amazon will not accept it and you have to redo it and re-upload your book cover or interiors again. So for that reason as well, definitely I would strongly recommend Bookbot, and it's literally so affordable. It's monthly fee, but you can really make so much out of it because it's a brilliant software. Plus you can literally legally spy on your competition and see what keywords your competition is using, and see which books in certain category are the best sellers. And here I found a couple of I typed in just coloring books here, and definitely coloring books for adults are showing more here. So coloring books for adults, that's something that I would be trying to market in my book when creating my book. So yeah, here they are adult images. They are coloring books for kids, of course. There will be always coloring books for kids. However, in my opinion, you must be maybe more sub-niched, concentrated, than just be very broad and use coloring books, because I think just using coloring books for kids, it's a too broad keyword to concentrate on. It must be a little bit sub-niched. I just came and created a couple of samples for you in Canva. I will show you, yeah, that's a couple of examples of my interiors. That's basically the font that I used in Canva and all other images that I used in Canva as well. If you wonder who's that the little guy, that's basically a wee monster, cute monster that I downloaded from Creative Fabrica and changed it in here, and change it in Photoshop, and that's why it looks completely different. I added some available on Canva images of spiders, and probably that's how I'm gonna create that book, you know. Try to create a little bit bigger, try to add bigger images, because it will be as well book for kids and adults. And that's a few samples. Front cover, we will see which I'm gonna decide on, but basically it really doesn't take that long to have your page ready. It literally, you can add a couple of elements from here straight away. That's the elements that I used, but let's concentrate. Cute monsters, and we'll see what we will find. And straight away you can find a couple of cute monsters, like this one here. He looks pretty much like Shrek, doesn't he? Similar to Shrek. So first I will try to create a couple of main images for the page, and then I will probably, yeah, here we're gonna change the color to white. It will disappear. You see, that's why because probably here in Canva, what only annoys me, you can add the border to your image. That's why I normally save the image in Canva and then go back to Photoshop, or you can do it in Illustrator as well, and change the image to white with black border instead. So it is good, you know, it is proper for coloring, because at the moment you can't really do much with black image. It will not be good for coloring. So here we can add a little bit more, let's say Halloween cat, Halloween cat, and we have some cute cats. Yeah, you can, here it's fine. That's what I like, when you can basically change most of the images, but again I would say it's just too much. Here you change them to white, everything is white. Here as well, white. I don't know if we, oh no, we have to have that black. Yeah, and as well, the rest you can change just in Photoshop. For me, it's that quickly to create those interiors. Probably with a book cover it would be a little bit more complicated, but to be honest, it took me 10 minutes to create that book cover. The background is purple. I added those few images, whatever I found, and that's basically what I created in 10 minutes. Probably if I had better images, maybe I would create something better, but for the moment that's all I managed to create. So basically that's how I create my coloring books. First I search the niche that I should choose and the book that I should kind of create. Then I create the book in Canva and Photoshop, and step number 3 is to upload your book to KDP platform, where if you want to find out more how to create a good title, how to optimize your title and those 7 keywords that you have at the bottom, then go and watch this video. And in the next video I will tell you how to properly market and promote those books to get more views, more organic traffic to your products. So make sure you hit the subscribe button for the next video that is coming in the next few days. Thanks for watching today, and see you next time.